All right. I'm having a bad day. My hair and I'm chilly. It's cold. Winter is upon us. Anyway, ran my game last night for my dwarf old school essentials game on roll 20 with accompanying dedicated Discord server for in between stuff and postings. Which, due to their updates, I may be looking at another option. Maybe I'll just have to get me a website and some web space or a server and just go old school message board, bulletin board style or something. Brush up some HTML. I don't know. My language is crass to keep people at arm's length. Stay away. If you don't like how I think, how I talk, stay away. It'll be better for both of us. You don't want your feelings crushed. But anyway, we're doing monster musings because I have a soft spot for Leonard Kafka's critters. And two of which I work into anytime I got necromancers or undead or priests of Orcus, whatever. Skeletre, and Zombire. And they're just low level undead that they're undead of low level magic users. Like the Skeletre is a first or second level wizard magic user. So they retain a few of their spells, and their AC's not really improved. Their damage for their claw attacks are what you would call Eldritch infused. So their little undead claws when engaging combat crackle like show enough off of the Last Dragon, and they can do some serious melee damage. But their main thing is they're not mindless undead. They have some intelligence left, and the last spells they have memorized are kind of locked like a lich, and they remake them every day. They don't need their books no more. They just come back like they're in a loop. And the Zombire being up to a third or fourth level wizard magic user. 3E ruined me. I mean, I'm sorry. The phrases magic user, wizard, sorcerer, they're all interchangeable to me. And so the system says magic user, my mouth says wizard. Because what's the magic user based on? Wizards. So, yeah. I had a witch doctor, the party gunned down like a dog. I had him brought back for a later encounter because the next guy was a necromancer. And the Bloody Skull tribe, they used him. And I ran across this critter in The Secret of Bone Hill, and I'm a huge fan. I like all the Kafka stuff. Except for he's got a few weird mongrel hybrid races that I'm like, that's dumb. I can't win them all. But my top three for him, and I put the Skeletre and the Zombire as equal. They're just a skeletal version undead and that one. So they're low level caster undead. So I make them to where they come back naturally, or they are created by a greater undead or a necromancer. In this case, at least a seventh level priest of Orcus. So he reanimated this baddie, and he hates the PC party, and now they get to re-encounter him after he was such a lackluster. I'm here in the door of my hut. Everybody shoot him. What? Everybody shoot that guy. I had a party of 5 and 4 people shot him. Exit stage left. So when they see him, I described him as I described him the first time, except he has arrows sticking out of him still. They're like, oh, didn't we kill you already? I like being back a recurring villain sometimes. I was tempted to do so with this necromancer, but this wasn't in the cards for him. But yeah, a low level caster, and they do standard undead stuff. So they are locked in a pattern of repetition, an unending loop of what they wanted to accomplish that last in life. And that one was kill the PCs or dwarves. But where he was reanimated, he's forced to serve someone else. So he was reanimated to maintain and protect this Temple of Thanadur, which is, Gillespie's spin on Moradin. And I think I'm going to go with all his because anything related to WotC, I don't want to give them nothing. Old school, I'll give TSR props for back in the day. Although they did do Lukofka wrong. He should get way more credit than he got. But he was very active on the Dragon's Foot boards. So if you're ever interested in the spells he wrote, these modules he made in later years, they're on there. Go check them out. But the Zombire, a low-level undead that has 2 first-level spells and a a second-level spell. That's enough to be an annoyance to the party than anything else. I think I got this got 4th level. So he had Detect Invis, Stinking Cloud, Magic Missile, and Shield. And that shield on a zombie, whose AC is generally terrible, is a game changer. And that is the only reason that creature is alive so long in this encounter is because it casts its shield. Other low-level killers like zombie that throws sleep. So undead support was the Stinking Cloud. It can throw Stinking Cloud in amongst the zombies and stuff. The party disrupted those. They were getting ready to eat a bunch of blessed zombies inside a Stinking Cloud, but they preemptively separated their party so they all went clumped together, which really diminished that ability for the enemy. So a part where a party splitting the party, like everybody wants to be in the 10-foot, 20-foot area, I think it's dumb because this makes you a target for all the area of effects spells. You should have Overwatch. Like, the archers shouldn't be like in the 2nd or 3rd rank. They should be further back, Otherwise, how are they really shooting over you? They can't see over you, If you're further back and you can use terrain, I can step on the crate and fire, so I can look over. But the Zombire, so what I was probably talking about, D10 slashing damage. With its Eldritch Infused Wrong, and every day it gets its spells back. It's a 4-hit die undead. You take a 4th level wizard and you turn it into 4d8 hit points because it's undead now. And it gets all the undead immunities, and it's internally on watch for doing what it does. So all the regular zombie stuff, except for it's not slow. It can move around. So it can slumber in pace with the other ones, plus its eyes glow. So you give a hint to that it's not a normal zombie. If you look at its eyes have got an inner light because it's infused with eldritch energy. Very handy undead. You don't need magic weapons to hit it, though. I didn't give it a mundane immunity, I don't think. I'll double check. I might have upped it. And my other favorite, which I think I've already talked about, was the Ghoul Sturge Gower. That's another Lovecofka monster out of stuff. It's like, I'm paralyzed. This is, you can watch it just sucking all your blood out. Ah! Die slowly. No, it sucks. Yeah, it's terrible. It's an undead fiendish creature. But intelligent undead, ordering around lesser undead, has its own powers as well. So they can do the things that the regular undead don't think of. Like, no, guys, you need to get in the water and hide. So I order all the lobies to start burying the skeletons in the sand. And when they come in, I'm going to have it raise up on the back of the party and attack the casters. And that's when we yell it right at them. Kill them now, guys! May even put some theatrics. Now, I do that with my magic user characters. Like, even though you're out of spells, you can act like you're casting spells. Most unintelligent undead don't know most unintelligent creatures don't know you can't cast spells. And if they're superstitious, you might be able to intimidate them. Now, if your party goes in the area and there's a glowing-eyed zombie and he says, "This is now," and he makes some mumbo-jumbo words and rise, and you have like 20 skeletons set up. You have some meta gamers who are going to go, "He's got to be 20th level. He cast Raise Dead and Animate Dead and 20 guys stood up. That's 20th level." You have your meta gamers. That's what they're going to do. But intelligent spellcasting undead, that's not a lich. It's lower level challenge. I like sprinkling them in. Because, this old dwarf campaign ain't that big of a challenge. Everybody's got like +3 to +5 their saving throws. It's like, is that mental? I'm going to add my wisdom too. That's going to be a +7. Eat it. But yeah, Zombire. Underrated. Obscure. Thank you, Leonard. Have a great day, guys.